I want to thank Fran Visco and the National Breast Cancer Coalition for this wonderful award. I'm very proud to receive it. Fran and I go back a long way. She had an idea that she grew into a movement that has made a difference in the lives of women in our country. And when I say women, I mean women and their families. Fran Visco is just the greatest. She is a champion. She is relentless. She is persistent. She is dissatisfied. She always wants more, and so do we. And I want to salute her any chance I get for her tremendous, tremendous leadership. Thank you very much, Fran. I know Fran said that health care for all Americans was the #1 priority of the National Breast Cancer Coalition. And because of your hard work, Fran's leadership, pounding the pavements, knocking on doors, calling members, your national priority is now the law of the land, where health care is a right, not a privilege. That's why it's so important that all of you are here. You make a difference. Storming the Hill, as Fran has taught everyone how to do, makes a difference. Nothing is more eloquent to a member of Congress than the voice of his or her own constituent. And because of you, we not only have made the advances in breast cancer research, but we passed this health care reform. And it's very, very important. It'll make a tremendous difference. It puts us, I think, in a category of those working together who fought for Social Security, for Medicare, and now we have health care for all Americans. 32 million more Americans. 32 million more. Other issues relate to customized, personalized care, and that's why we want to have much more investment in basic biomedical research in relationship to breast cancer and other disease as well. We've talked about this before, where two young women, the same age, same diagnosis, but the same treatment is not necessarily right for both. One might thrive on it, and the other may get terrible side effects. The science is there to determine which works for whom, and we have to task for that, fund it, so that we're not making matters worse when we give people the wrong therapy when it comes to breast cancer. No longer will anybody be discriminated against because they have a pre-existing medical condition. And no longer will women being a woman is a pre-existing medical condition. Not anymore. Not anymore. And believe it or not, being a victim of domestic violence was considered a pre-existing medical condition. Is that fair? I don't think so. But because of your leadership, this has all changed. We already are seeing some results. As you know, the media had reported that certain insurance companies had discriminated against women, particularly targeting women with a breast cancer diagnosis. Because of you, your leadership, your activism, America's largest insurances have already acted to end the shameful practice. Because when it was exposed for what it was and people paid attention and you made that happen, you pulled that veil back. They knew they had to make a change. Now we have to make sure that it stays that way. So when I know you've come to Capitol Hill for more money for breast cancer research, for biomedical research. Again, we've been working on this, I mentioned, in the early days of the National Breast Cancer Coalition. I talked about Jack Murtha, you know how important that is. But it's really, again, women, all members of families are really important. But moms, they are the hub of the family. And when a mom has a diagnosis, the entire family is affected. When a young daughter is diagnosed, it's a tragedy for the family. And so, you know, this isn't just about women and those who are diagnosed. It's the impact that it has on their entire families. That's why it's so wonderful to see so many of you here fighting for yourselves, fighting for your moms, fighting for your daughters, fighting for your sisters, fighting for your families, fighting for our country. Because this is a measure of the strength of our country. Certainly, the health and the military strength of our country is an important measure of our strength. But the health and well-being of the American people is another measure of our strength. Thank you for making America stronger, and thank you for this beautiful award. When you visit the Speaker's office, you will see this wonderful award displayed with great pride as a constant reminder of all of you. And when you see it there, you remember the National Breast Cancer Coalition has a friend in the Speaker's office. Oh my God.